Tonight on Realtree Global Hunting, we're back in South Africa with the all-new Benjamin Bulldog 357 big bore air rifle from Crosman. We've already taken duiker, springbok, warthog, a magnificent red Harford, but tonight we're looking for Black Wildebeest.
Africa, the dark continent, is considered by many to be the home of big game hunting and an iconic destination for adventurers from across the globe. The tough terrain, the plethora of game and the challenging hunting conditions make South Africa the perfect location for any hunter wanting to test their mettle. It is here in South Africa's Eastern Cape that the Benjamin Bulldog 357 big bore hunting airgun will take on the might of big African game. The all-new big bore air rifle from Crosman, the Benjamin Bulldog 357, has already taken a duiker, springbok, three warthogs, and a red Harford. Each animal has fallen to just one shot with a Nosler-designed Benjamin Extreme Cast bullet, delivering outstanding ballistic performance. However, the challenges are getting greater and greater. Nduna is home to a strong population of Black Wildebeest, thanks to the careful management of the estate. Gavin would like to take a number of the older bulls to allow new blood to strengthen the gene pool. This is the perfect opportunity for the Benjamin Bulldog to step up to the big league. Black Wildebeest can reach up to 7 feet in body length and can weigh up to 350 pounds. There's no doubt about it, these are big, tough animals. With the Bulldog locked and loaded, we head out into the veld once again. The shadows are lengthening and the sun will soon be setting. Gavin leads us to the edge of the central plain at Nduna, where we wait for the sun to go down. This area is a favourite haunt of Nduna's wildebeest herd. If we can get into a good position for the final hour of sunlight, there's a good chance they may cross our path. It was only a few days ago that we saw them grazing here. We climb through the thick stuff and get into a good spot. Black wildebeest are territorial animals, and each bull has an area within their territory on which they urinate, drop dung, and display shows of their dominance. We're hoping that they will return close to where we are lying in wait. The sun is setting, and we haven't yet seen the wildebeest. However, we sit and wait patiently. Before we've seen any game, the light has gone, and it's time to retire for the evening. Tomorrow is another day. The sun is climbing high in the sky and the game is moving. We head out on foot. There's very little cover on this part of the estate, but we spotted a small herd of wildebeest across the ridge. This is the perfect opportunity to get up close. The wildebeest have moved on and are heading for the opposite hilltop. They've not been spooked, so we make our way around through the thicker cover. If black wildebeest spot a human or a predator, they snort, run a short distance and then stop to look back, repeating this behaviour if approached again. This means they don't tend to flee long distances, instead just moving a little further away each time. This behaviour gives us the opportunity to find a better position from which to approach. We hit the deck. If we're going to get into these wildebeest, we need to stay low. Luckily for us, the wildebeest begin to head in our direction and I get the bulldog set up on the sticks. I have a clear shot at the bull on the left. I place the crosshairs of the night sight a little higher above the heart, allowing for the bullet drop. And fire. The shot connects perfectly and the bull charges down the hill towards the valley below. But it doesn't get far. We get across there quickly so we can see where it drops.
So we've seen the other two black wildebeest from that group of three. Obviously, as I took the shot, they disappeared out of sight, double back on themselves. So one is definitely down. We just try and find him now. But the cover here is really, really thick. And as soon as even an animal the size of a black wildebeest lies down, it can be almost impossible to see. But we've still got plenty of sunlight left, maybe an hour or so before it starts to get dark. And because we've just spotted them here, there's a very good chance that the one that's gone down is close by. So better get looking.
The cover down into the valley is much thicker, but it's not long before Gavin has found our quarry. I head in with the bulldog loaded and ready just in case it needs another shot, but it doesn't. The bull is down and out. Another phenomenal result for the Benjamin Bulldog 357.
We must have walked straight past him, or this one must have broke right, because we only shot him about 40 yards over there. So we actually went the wrong way. I think this one must have broke right, and the other two must have broken left and come back round, because they've moved further up the valley here. Yeah. So we walked about 200 yards down, double back around, and he was 40 yards away from where we originally shot him. But this is a very, very impressive animal. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, how old is this, do you think, David?
This would be at least about 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
This is an old man, eh?
Yeah.
You could look at that boss.
Worn down horns, nice solid boss on there, and big in the body. Now what I'd like to do first, I'd like to flip him over and have a look at that, that entry point. So as you can see from here, it was 70 yards, or 69 yards, 69, 70
this
yards.
71.
71. Yeah. So as you'll see from the replay, I gave it about halfway up its body. We know that these particular bullets will drop, around 8 inches with a 50 yard zero at that sort of distance, and it's fallen in. Well, you couldn't really get much better shot placement than that, could you? 40 yards straight down. Once again, a nice, peaceful, humane dispatch, I suppose, if you could call it that. He didn't know we were there. Phenomenal stalking using what little sparse bit of cover there was here. So Gavin, what do you think about the performance of the bulldog?
With this, it takes a lot to take them down, even with a proper rifle.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen oaks take a good couple of shots on them. They really, but it's like nearly a poor man's buffalo. I want to say they fight and they just don't go down.
Well, like I say, this one gave us a perfect shot. Turn broadside just at the right time, and then you just need to be quick. Judge your range as best you can, and then just take the shot. And it looks like this one finished up perfectly. So, looking forward to getting back to the larder and seeing what it's done on the inside. So, Gavin, thank you very much, man.
One of the toughest animals in the veld, the bulldog has delivered once again. With one perfectly placed shot, the bull was dispatched quickly and humanely, thanks to the 145 grain Benjamin Extreme Ballistic Tip Nosler bullet. Another successful hunt, and another great day's hunting at Nduna.
Okay, so here we are with the black wildebeest that we took last night. Now, it was quite late by the time we got back, and there wasn't enough light to have a good look at the entry and the exit wounds on this animal. But as you can see, it's a little bit drier now. It's been fully cleaned out, and we're going to have a look. Now, as you can see here, this is exactly where the entry wound was that we identified when we were out in the field, and not much meat damage around that.
And it is right just here is the wound where it came in. A little bit low in the chest, but it would have still have hit the heart. And then it lodged into the rib cage on this side here. It didn't quite have enough power to penetrate through and out the other side, but it was a 71 metre shot, so it's quite a long range. And we pulled the bullet out of the diaphragm, and as you can see, it's got the striations and the scratches on the side where it's gone through the bone. But once again, phenomenal performance. This is the biggest animal we've taken with a big bore air rifle, and the Bulldog has performed perfectly. The most important thing when shooting with an air rifle is accuracy, and the Bulldog delivers it in bucket loads. And then when you get penetration of this level on an animal of this size, you know you can take down pretty much anything that's out in the veld. So what do you think then, Gavin?
Well, the Bulldog proved it once again, and at 71 yards, went through the vitals, hit the rib, got stuck, done its job.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff, eh?
Yeah.
And a lot of burgers. So thanks once again, brother.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Another outstanding ballistic performance from the Benjamin Bulldog. We've been very impressed with this revolutionary new air rifle so far and can't wait to see what else it's capable of. To find out more about the incredible Benjamin Bulldog 357 big bore hunting air rifle, visit crosman.com.
To find out more about Realtree Camo products and to join Realtree's global family of outdoors men and women, visit realtree.com. Follow the links below for more amazing videos from Realtree Global Hunting. Be sure to subscribe to Team Wild TV for the very best hunting videos on YouTube.